Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. As always, your host Papatello bringing you coverage and news and all that good stuff from above. In today's video, we're actually talking about something that's different from Season of Discovery, something that's different from Retail WoW, but actually is about hardcore World of Warcraft. Something I'm really looking forward to in the near future, which is really only a couple weeks or a month, so to say. I would think it's in November, from what I heard, at least what's going on with everything with the OTK stuff. And I'm really looking forward to getting my hands involved of Hardcore WoW. I think it's going to be a really good time. But before we continue to talk about Hardcore WoW, shout out to the Poland Spring. You best believe those will be coming with me, my consumes, to Hardcore World of Warcraft and Azeroth. A little sippage, why not? Oh yes, the bottle has been cleansed by the paladins, and they are already saying, "Light be with you," and everything is going right in Azeroth once again. Shout out to the Cathedral. Much love to ya. Now, and the editor. He's doing a good job. But let's talk about hardcore World of Warcraft. Where do we begin? I think the one thing I want to talk about, the first discussion at hand, is the community. I think hardcore WoW does community in this version of World of Warcraft better than any other version that WoW has to offer. Better than Retail, better than Season of Discovery, better than Classic Era. It all has to do with community in hardcore WoW, because every single thing that happens within WoW is all based off of players' interactions. Everything has meaning to it. There's a value within community, and every zone is filled with everybody from the community. And every part of Azeroth, it almost feels like Azeroth is breathing life again. And every single zone in Eastern Kingdom, Kalmador, you name it, there are players there. They are exploring, they are trying to survive, they are doing quests, they are getting together with, randoms and friends and making guilds. And people are really just playing the game at an MMO pace that really gives a lot of appreciation to classic World of Warcraft. Because it is a slow-paced grind. Everything has meaning to it, and any decision can be final. Even the smallest mistake can cause everybody to die. And that's what, classic hardcore is all about, is community. And I really feel like that it just does it so much better all the time than any other version of WoW that I've played. And I really enjoy the fact that I can be level 60, get killed, come back to level 1 and go to Elwyn Forest, or if I'm in, the Barrens, and see that they are players packed and still playing and enjoying their time and looking for people in groups to do quests with, get involved, actually, find good, little comps to work with through their dungeons and make friends doing so. It's so perfect for World of Warcraft that community is the number one thing that we put in front of everything, because that is what MMOs are built off of, is community. And I think hardcore WoW just nails it in the coffin. It's perfect. It does the right thing. It's the right match for community. And honestly, I think it's the best version of WoW, in my opinion, because of how good it really is on bringing people together. And that's what I love so much about hardcore World of Warcraft. Number 2, weight. Everything has weight to it. The littlest item upgrade, you're going from a gray to a silver item. You're going from a silver to a green item. Now you're going from a green to a blue. And eventually you're going from a blue to a purple. Maybe even you've went so far and went to a legendary. That's what it's all about in hardcore WoW, is the weight of these items. And it's so important. Even the smallest little upgrade of getting a shoulder pad, a gray or silver shoulder pad, and you're early to, late, level 19s to 20s around that time. I think like 23, around a certain number, you will get like an eventual shoulder pad drop. That's just a massive upgrade. And people will start freaking out about that. The littlest things, just like that. Those small, minute stuff in, World of Warcraft that makes the biggest thing out of everything. The details, it's awesome. And I really like the fact that all these things have weight to it. And it makes that the game that you are playing feels like everything is worth its value. The weight of the items, the weight of the questing, the weight of forming groups and trusting other people to really pursue through dungeons and 5-man quests or even raids in the the higher levels, right? Everything is all based off of the weight value of it. And that's why I love the fact that everything means so much more in hardcore WoW than it does in any other version of World of Warcraft, where you would just see an item, you would just throw it away, or just chalk it on the auction house, or just sell it. But instead, it's so much more impactful. And I really like that because it makes things matter in Azeroth again. Like, things matter. The smallest little potion, the item that pushes you a couple damage numbers up, the item that gives you a little bit more bang for your buck in your stats, whether it's intellect, stamina, spirit, agility, strength, you name it. Hardcore WoW really offers that value, which I think has not been replicated in any other version of World of Warcraft. That hardcore WoW really puts strong emphasis on, and even though it's similar items that we've seen in the past, it's no different, especially if you're a classic era player. It just has more value because it's hardcore, because everything is final, and anyone can get packed up at any moment. And that's what it's all about. So on to the next point. Why do I love hardcore WoW so much? And also, why do I think it's going to succeed so much? Because this time around, hardcore WoW is something for a lot of people to enjoy that they didn't have the experience of enjoying before, when everybody was doing the alliance side with OTK and everybody was really leveling on that end. And people really want to prove to themselves that they can get to 60, that they can do it. That's going to be their bucket list of reaching their accomplishment for bragging rights, and people love that. And I'm sure people even love other versions of hardcore variations of games, such as Diablo and Path of Exile, or Iron Man challenges like they do in old school RuneScape. People love that stuff. And for a lot of people, that's the best way to play the game, because it's not about the min-maxing. It's not about the meta, so to say. It's just really about achieving everything that you've set your goals to accomplish within a hardcore style of WoW and getting there. And that's it. There's really nothing else to cookie cutter around. It's just the truth. That's why I love it so much. And that's why I think it's going to be so popular this time around, because obviously I think it's going to be on Horde, from what I heard with OTK and OnlyFangs. That's what, Soda Poppin was, reporting. That's going to be more Horde-centric this time. And it seems like that's going to be the angle. But I'm really looking forward to that, I'm really curious to see if, everyone is going to be playing on the Horde this time around. I'm not too sure if that's 100%, but if it is, you best believe your boy Tello is going there. And it's going to be a grand old time. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be part of OnlyFangs. I'm probably not, more than likely. If they were to add me, hey, much love to you. Lock it in, everybody over there, all right? And I appreciate you. And I'm really looking forward to have a damn good time just playing overall. It's going to be a blast. But I will say, trying a new character, a new class this time around, if it's not a paladin, it's definitely going to be a different journey for your boy that I've never done once before. So maybe make a warrior. That would be really funny. Or make an enhanced shaman, since all the drama and the stuff that happened with shamans and paladins in Season of Discovery. That would just be so memeful. It would be so funny, people seeing me be a shaman. They would be like, "Oh, Tello, you turned on us." It would just be just for the jokes and memes. But more than likely, I'm probably going to make a warrior, because I love warriors. Warrior is my first class in World of Warcraft, and I have such a good connection to warriors, because every time back in the day I would play my arms warrior, I would always watch like Bajira videos, and I would be always motivated by Bajira, like seeing him play PvP and stuff like that. I was like, dude, this dude's badass. And that's what made me want to play warrior, honestly, was because of him. So I played warrior, and it was really fun. I really loved my arms warrior. I even enjoyed fury as well. And I did a little bit of prot as well for tanking during like TPC during that time. But overall, though, I would want to do warrior, because I just think it's a dope challenge, especially getting 1 to 60 on a warrior is like really true, like Iron Man style. Like, you did it, you accomplished it. And it, I know in the beginning it's a little rough, but then it gets easier as you keep getting better gear, as you keep acquiring better slots for your character, especially as a warrior. So that might be fun And, I think that might be fun for content, and you guys might enjoy that as well. But besides that, I really think overall this is a good thing that Blizzard is doing. So I guess we could talk about, Blizzard's decision making right now for a little bit. Is that Blizzard's making a good decision with putting out Hardcore in November. Because right now, currently, we do have SOD. They are still announcing stuff with Firelands, with Cataclysm. And Classic Era is still Classic Era. It would always be the same. And Retail, while obviously has a lot of content on their end that they're going to be exploring for a long time. But whether people really enjoy Retail in the next couple months and that phases out is left to be seen, because that's always something that happens with Retail. The hype of the launch is really good, but then it really just dies out and phases away, and then it's okay after a while. It's just Retail. But overall, the War Within is good, so it's not to knock on it. But I will say, having Hardcore come out next month gives a fresh thing to do for a lot of people. For some people, they're going to want to challenge themselves as best as they can. They're going to play with their friends and their buddies, and this is a perfect way for them to relive, good memories and nostalgia through Azeroth. But also, for some people, this is going to be a big challenge mode style to them, and they really want to prove themselves this time around. For me, that's going to be something that I want to do, is prove myself. I want to know that I can get to 60 on a warrior, or another class, whatever, but most likely a warrior, and achieve that end goal. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I really think that, with everything that's happening with, Blizzard Gaming overall, it's a good thing to really hold people to get involved within, Azeroth once more and play the original game. But also at the same time, give them time to, discuss what they need to, especially with the up and coming Warcraft Direct, when they decide to really, announce what's coming for the future. I'm sure they might even announce some stuff on Hardcore, maybe talk about it a little bit. I'm really curious if they will do that or not. I'd be surprised if they didn't. But I will say that I also am looking forward to them announcing any teaser with Classic Plus if they decide to do so. And I hope they do. Because if they don't do anything with Classic Plus, then it's really just going to be really focused on pushing the hardcore movement, having a really good time with this, which the movement will be pushed regardless of Classic Plus's announcement or not, and just really riding this wave out with hardcore. And I'm really looking forward to do that, because I think it's going to be a really fun time to play the game. Besides that, though, I do think, Direct has a lot to offer once the announcement is made and we actually get some type of information about it, because who knows when they're going to do it, whether it's in a couple days or in a week from now. I'm not too sure. I don't think any of us are sure, to be honest with you. Especially a lot of us, as the creators that, make this stuff. We're just waiting for Blizzard's word at this point to see when they're going to put something out. Just like you guys. There's no difference here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Direct for sure. And maybe they'll go into a little bit more of Hardcore and talk about new elements that they might be adding into Hardcore WoW. And that's another thing that we can discuss, is what kind of new things this time around will be in Hardcore. Will there be more built-in involved versions of like Mak'gora's, and any new UI overhauls or elements that they are really gonna go into come this time around with, the whole Mak'gora thing? Because that was a massive thing for the whole OTK event, and that was really fun. That was really cool. And I'm really looking forward to seeing if they're going to change anything this time around, or even talk a little bit about, hardcore and PvP, especially in hardcore, because that's what a lot of people were watching that stuff for, to see who died in Mak'gora's, and like the best of the best versing each other was really a fun time. And I really think they could do something with this and even give it its own stage, so to say. Now, that might be pushing the envelope way too far, giving, Mak'gora its own stage. But definitely having its own event, something that could be streamed on YouTube, I think it could be very possible and be another really big thing that, kind of like what OTK once did in the past, and, do it again and make it present. Whether this is the last time they'll ever do it, I'm not too sure. However, though, I think it would be really good and healthy for the community, and especially for fans that really love World of Warcraft and they've been playing this game for years and they've been enjoying this because this is a game that means so much to them. It's special to them, and it's special to us all, because we really truthfully log in and escape, a reality that some people, they don't really enjoy maybe so much in their personal life, but they really enjoy everything else through World of Warcraft. And I don't have a problem with that, honestly. People find any methods and means to really not deal with bullshit in their personal life. And to get away from that, it's World of Warcraft. And I give power and respect to those amigos and amigas out there that, you know, go through that. And anything that, you know, might be bothering them IRL, and World of Warcraft is their outlet, you know. But not to make this too much of an emotional video, because you can just say, hey, Tello, stop being a bitch in the comments below. That's fine. I'll totally understand you, because sometimes I get a little too emotional for no reasons. So settle down and don't pack my ass up, guys. I know. I got to lock it in. But I just like talking to you guys on a more personal level, because these are the videos that I like doing. And I love doing all types of videos for you guys. And I'm really looking forward, especially to hardcore World of Warcraft, when that, you know, content is around, to make those style of videos, because it's going to be a really fun time. And I really think the streams and the content that's going to come out of this from every creator or people that are entering the scene and trying to make a name for themselves is going to be an absolute blast and an iconic time. It's going to be really fun. And if you're, you know, a message to anybody that is looking forward to even, you know, making a name for themselves, or maybe they're too hesitant to post a video or anything of that nature, just do it. Like, come hardcore time, just make a video. Like, make videos on your journey, you know, put them up on YouTube. You never know what might happen. Anything can happen for you if you just take the risk and take the chance to do it. Like, I'm doing the same thing, you know? Like, have fun with this and really enjoy it, because once this version of hardcore is done, it'll have its tight-knit community. It'll fade away after some point, but who knows if we'll ever get another hardcore WoW like this to this magnitude again. This might be the final thing, or final event OTK ever does for hardcore WoW. So this is your one moment to really shine on with this and push forward and prove to yourself that you can find yourself in the limelight, achieve that level 60, and hell, who knows, anybody that wants to make a name for themselves on, you know, YouTube or the content creation side of things, this is a massive ordeal. So I just wanted to make that style of a video to let you guys know my excitement for hardcore, why I love it so much, the community, the weight, the importance factor, you know, obviously everything that OTK is doing, Blizzard putting out the information about, you know, new stuff maybe we might see, you know, come the direct time, maybe even a Classic Plus teaser, who knows, and just everything wrapped up in the nutshell for you guys. However, though, much love to you, amigos. Thank you for always, you know, watching the videos, always showing support, and I really appreciate you guys, honestly, more than you know. Even to the haters, much love to you guys as well, because you guys like to push buttons, and I see it all the time, but much love to you at the end of the day. My mom told me to turn my cheek whenever people start trying to be rude to me, so that's what I'm gonna do. So keep on keeping on, shine on. Much love, amigos. Lock it in, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What was that John Wick thing when he was like, this man killed somebody with a pencil? With a freaking pencil. Now, I know these are pens, but I'll put the Wolverine claws up, and I will shove all three of them right in your nose. If you keep talking shit, you're gonna get hacked.